Hello everyone, I'm Margaret on the Science Fair Committee, and I'm going to talk to you about how to go about recording and submitting your Science Fair video. So of course, the first thing that you need to do is to think about a question that you want to solve or a problem that you want to address with an engineering design and choose a topic for your Science Fair project. And then you need to submit that idea to us at our website, clermontlibrary.org/science-fair. Once your project has been approved, you can go ahead and conduct your experiment or do your engineering. And then if you need help, you can refer to the brochures that are on our website, or you're welcome to contact the committee at sciencefair@clermontlibrary.org. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to create a board or digital version of your presentation and to record it, and how to go about uploading that so that the Science Fair Committee and the judges have access to it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you need to do in order to create and record your presentation. First of all, if you need help deciding how to plan your presentation, take a look at the brochure number 4, Presentations, which is on the Science Fair webpage. Go ahead and follow all of the steps that are outlined in that brochure for creating your presentation and your speech. The only thing that's different with the Science Fair being virtual this year is that you can ignore the part about asking the judges if they have questions, because you will be submitting a pre-recorded video and won't actually be directly interacting with the judges. The video that you record should include your entire speech that explains your project as if you were going to be presenting it to the judges. If you have any questions, of course, please contact us at sciencefair@clermontlibrary.org. Okay, so we have a few recording tips for you. First of all, you do have a few different options this year for how to do your presentation. You can do a digital presentation, or you can use a traditional Science Fair board, those trifold cardboard boards where you'd be gluing on the different components of your presentation. So if you're going to be doing the traditional Science Fair board, please try to make sure that you and the board are inside of the camera, and you want to get in as close as possible to the board and to yourself so that you're filling as much of the frame as possible. Try to ensure that you have good lighting. It might be helpful to bring in a couple different lamps from around the house if you need to do that. And then try to minimize background noise as much as possible. So you want to make sure that your phones are on silent, and if you have younger siblings who might be running around and playing, see if you can find a quieter area to record your presentation in. Then you want to make sure that you're speaking slowly and clearly while you're recording. If you are doing the traditional Science Fair board, we do ask that you take a photograph of your presentation board, just the board, and upload that along with your other documents. That way, if judges need to take a look at it, get a little bit of a closer look, they have that available to them. And then as far as videos go, for the length, they should be 5 to 7 minutes if you're in grades K through 4, or 8 to 10 minutes if you were in 5 through 12. Please note that videos that are longer than 12 minutes will not be accepted. If you would prefer to do a digital presentation, there are a few different options for you. You can do a screen recording where you have a voiceover and no video, or if you have a webcam, we would prefer that you do a recording that has a video of yourself, similar to what I'm doing for this video. I'm using PowerPoint. PowerPoint does have a built-in way for you to record video and audio along with your presentation. There's the option of using Prezi, which is a free online software, and it has screen recording capabilities. Or if there's another piece of software that you're more comfortable with, please feel free to use that. Please be aware that if you would like to move on to the State Science Day, their requirement is that all of the information for your presentation, everything that you would be including in a traditional Science Fair board, needs to fit on a single PowerPoint slide, and you use that for your presentation. So if you're interested in moving on to the State Science Day, it might be a good idea to go ahead and just do your presentation that way now. There are a few options, like I said, for recording your presentation. You can do a traditional video recording where you have a camera set up and you have your traditional science fair board in the background. You can use PowerPoint, Prezi, or another piece of software that we would suggest is called a PowerSoft. That one's free. Or again, you can use your preferred screen recording software. For PowerPoint, Prezi, and a PowerSoft, there are links to how-to instructions on the Science Fair website. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at how to upload your video and your other Science Fair documents. Once we approve your project, we will be emailing you a link from Dropbox requesting files for your Science Fair presentation. You need to make sure you keep this link until you're ready to submit everything. This is where you're going to upload your video, your research report if you're in grades 5 through 12, and if you're planning on moving on to the State Science Day, we'll need your research plan and an abstract as well. Suggested formats for your videos are MP4 or MOV. This is what the email is going to look like from Dropbox. You'll see that it says Clermont County Public Library is requesting files. We will try to add your name in as well to the folder so you know that this is where you are supposed to be submitting your documents. Please note that there is a big blue box that you click on that says Upload Files. Once you've clicked on the Upload Files box, it's going to take you to this next page. You're going to go ahead and click on the blue box in the center that says Add Files, or you can go ahead and drag and drop your files into the dotted gray lines there. You can either select your files individually and upload them one at a time, or you can select everything at once, and then you're just going to go ahead and click on Open. If you're adding your files one by one, there's the option to add more files once you've added the first one. And once you've attached all of the documents that you would like to upload to your Dropbox folder, go ahead and click the Upload button. If you take a look at the estimate here for how long it takes to upload your video, it did tell us it was going to take a really long time. It said it was going to take 176 minutes. So please be aware that it might take a good long time to upload your video. It did not actually end up taking 176 minutes for us to upload our test video, but it could take quite a while. So make sure you've got time dedicated to actually get that uploaded. And then once you're done uploading, you should get this message saying that you have finished uploading. If you notice that you've forgotten to upload something, you do still have an option to upload more files to your folder. Now I'm going to give you just a brief overview of what the judging process will look like. Judges will be using the same rubrics that we've used in previous years. For K through 4 students, there's a single rubric, and for students in 5 through 12, we have rubrics for teams or individuals for science experiments or engineering design projects. All of the rubrics are available on our website if you would like to go ahead and take a look at those. And I do recommend, especially for the 5 through 12 students, please take a look at those rubrics because there are questions listed on them that the judges would typically be asking you, and you want to make sure that you're addressing those questions in your presentation. We are going to be assigning judges to your videos. For K through 4 students, at least one judge will evaluate your project, and for 5 through 12 students, at least 2 judges will evaluate your project. After the event, participants will receive digital copies of the judges' rubrics and feedback. That's going to be sometime after the awards announcement. We will be distributing prizes to our winners and ribbons for all participants at the branch of their choice, and we will be sending out a request for where you would like that to be. So we have just a few final reminders for you. First of all, the registration deadline, which is the deadline to submit your project ideas, is on Saturday, December 19th at 5 p.m. your video submission deadline, which is also the deadline to submit everything for your presentation, including the photograph of your board if you're submitting that, your research report if you're in grades 5 through 12. All of that is due by Monday, January 25th at 5 p.m. Please be aware that there are absolutely no exceptions to this deadline. We do not have enough time to allow any exceptions because we're going to be sending on the projects right away to the judges to make sure that they have time to evaluate all of the projects thoroughly. We do have an upcoming event to celebrate our excitement about the science fair. Crystal Clear Science will be presenting on brain tricks. This is going to be available as a video from December 3rd through 10th. We do need you to go ahead and register ahead of time on our website, clermontlibrary.org. And then the final awards announcement for the science fair is going to be on Facebook. It's going to be a Facebook event on Wednesday, February 10th, 2021 at 7 p.m. We're looking forward to seeing what all of your projects are and what the results are. Thank you.